Assalamu alaikum, welcome to a new video. We are going to continue with the Thuluth script, and in today's video we are going to take the letter Ta and Dha. Again, those two letters are exactly the same when the way we write them, so writing one would lead into learning the other. Let's start with the line over here. Let's say, just like the Sad, the letter Ta will go up, rotate and come back. The difference between Sad and Ta is the space inside and the total length. The Ta is slightly longer and is shallower. So the Sad, we had it 1.5 points on the inside. That looks something like this. The Ta, no, it's going to be more elongated than the Sad. So for the Ta, we start with the way that we hold the pen with. It's really flat and shallow like this one, so that when you go up to the right it will give you this line. You see how the thickness of this line isn't the full thickness, so you need to keep an eye on that. It's almost half the thickness. So what you will do is you will move up to the right for a distance of 4 points. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Stopping here, you will get this shape and you will have another move, which is basically changing the angle and start moving downward just like this. Then you will have 2 points that will take you down to the 1 point mark here. So you're going to go down, start making the pen look more vertical, and from here you're going to do your last move, which will be basically going down. And if it was by itself, you will end it 2 points behind this move, and you will rotate the pen in order to get this shape and close it. So on the inside you have 1 point, as you can see. The Alif, because the Ta has an Alif, it comes over here in this area. So you will have an Alif letter that would come and connect right over here. To write it with a smaller pen to see the Alif, we're gonna use the smaller pen. We're gonna start over here, go up to the right, rotate, come back, then come back with the dot shape. And the Alif, as we said, you leave 1 point from here and you get from all the way up. The height of the Alif depends on the script and on the other Alifs that you have in the script. So this will follow the Alifs before to have a consistent height. As you can see, the 1 point down here, the 1 point, this needs to go a bit higher. So yeah, you go up 1, 2, 3, 1 point on the inside and 4 going downward. Now let's assume that it was connected. It will be all the same moves, but depending on what's connected after it, if it was, let's say, a Ba, you would rotate up and you would continue with the Ba. And the Ta or the Dha, and the dot for the Dha would be over here. If the Ta were to be connected from the right, we have the 2 point of height Ba, because we have several shapes of the Ba, and the 1 point down here. So what will happen is that you will get this high shape of the Ba, and you will extend it because you're going to need the 1 point distance between the Ta and the Ba, and this is basically going to start from here for you. You're going to move up, rotate, come back, hit, and join those two smoothly down here, as you can see. Let's write نظير, which means a similar thing. So here we've got the word نظير, which means something that is similar to it. And again, with regards to the alif, as we said, it's going to follow the script that you have. Whatever alif heights you have for the thing that you're writing, you're going to keep the dha or the ta alif متناظر or similar to it. So this is a noon, which is basically a ba shape. We have the dot for the noon here, the dha, the ya, and this is how it looks like. Now keep an eye on this part, the inside part. So this shape would look like this. You will have the shape that's coming from up here. Then you have this first move, and there will be a small distance before the dot joins the line here, as you can see. It's not this big, I'm exaggerating here, it's more like this one. So you'll have this triangular shape. The dot and the dha, they don't have a small nudge down here. Some calligraphers do, but personally I prefer it without that nudge. And if you were to check their scale, you've got 1 here, 2 here, then 1 to rotate, then 2 to go back. And on the inside you have 1, and this height from the line is also 1. This is for the ta or the dha normally connected, like with something like any letter, but with certain letters it will change. For example, with the ra, ya, and mim, if a letter is connected from above, the last move of the ta will change into this. So we've got 1, 2. Number 3 would change into something straight that is preparing itself to go down like this. So you're going to drag this straightish, and just after this ends, you see how they join here? This will immediately start going down. So for example, if there was a ra, or although we haven't taken it yet, if there was a ya, it's the same case. This will stop here, and the ya would go down, and it will continue with a shape that looks like this. And yeah, this is sort of exclusively used for letters that are connected from above, which is basically this move, straight line that is ready to go downward. Another shape or few shapes that you might see out there for the letter ta would be a letter inside the letter ta. Usually they use the ha and they put it inside the ta. So for example, if you were to write tahura or tahur, it would look something like this with the ha inside. Sometimes they write the fa inside for Mustafa. But yeah, it's rare cases, but sometimes you'll find that they write a letter inside the ta because it has a long, wide third move. I just wanted to mention this. You shouldn't be using it. Just stick with the normal connections for the ta. And yeah, you shouldn't be using that shape. For homework, you could try the following. الطير, which means the bird. Again, you always add your 7 points of height for when you practice. Oh boy. This angle of looking at the page from the side to not hit the camera is just really bothering. So here you've got your alif. Don't forget your hilya. And lam. Lam is basically like an alif, but it's going to go to the 1 point and it will go down. Here we have the hilya. So now connected to a ta, we're going to extend this so that our ta would have freedom and space to be written over here without anything to obstruct it. And for this ta, or for this word, we're going to use the ya and the ra that looks like this. الطير, the bird. Now, I don't believe that we mentioned the shapes of the alif, but there are shapes like the diwani for the alif that could be this way. And this also can be used for the ta. So this is الطير. Quick reminder, when the ta connects, the third move will extend. So let's say the ta is connected to a sad, this move will really become long because your sad has to come from here, goes down, connects, then comes back. My ink is really bad this video. I need to add some water to it. So you see the length of the ta move, it got really long. You would use it, yeah, just keep an eye on that, on the move here, that it gets really long once it's connected to certain letters. You could write tabib, doctor. So for that one, we're going to do ta. We're going to do one of those bats, the small ones. And because there are 3 bats next to each other, we're going to have one small, one high, and the last one which is going to be short. This could use the length and the height. We're going to just use the height that we used up there. 1 point. We're going down and closing it. The dots beneath the bat. Yeah. And bat. This is the line. As you can see, the thuluth does come with an angle where a letter would go down. This is 1 point. Then the next one would go up, then down. But yeah, you've got the spacings between the letters, the height of the letters, And this last one could use more width. It's good. It's fair. So yeah, this is your dot or dot, and this is how to write it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like, share and subscribe to the channel if you want to learn more about Arabic calligraphy. This has been Ammar Awadi, and as always, stay safe out there and have a lovely day, evening or night. Goodbye.